Welcome back, everybody. VSN. As we're less than 5 minutes to kick off out here as we look onto the field. Ron, let's talk a little bit about the Fallbrook team. We know the simple things. They're a Division 5 team, and they're ranked number 3. Tell me a little bit about their whole offense and their whole team. I know it's an up and down season where years ago, Ron, we used to think of Fallbrook and all those schools. They were I wouldn't say powerhouses, but they were always in the mix.
Well, this is a story that's been taking place with Fallbrook. Number one, they're from the Valley League. It's a 6-team league that has Rancho Buena Vista, San Pascual, Ramona Valley Center, Fallbrook, and Escondido. And one thing is that they're 2-3 right now. They're a 2-3 record. And this is the thing about what makes this matchup a little bit interesting. Just like Brawley, they started out 0-2. And just like Brawley, their very first game was against a number 1 ranked team. They played University City, lost 48-6. University City is ranked number 1 in D4. Brawley, on the other hand, they lost to a number 1 team in modern day.
Yeah.
53-21. So they both kind of started out the season the same 0-2, 0-2. And then they both won 2 in a row, except for Brawley won 3 in a row. However, so that's where they find themselves 3-2. Last week they lost to Ramona 28-21 in a very close game. They're led by, and they are called the Fallbrook Warriors. They're red, white with Vegas gold trim on them. Very good football team. They're led by head coach Troy Everhart. Everhart, let me tell you something, man. This guy has a pedigree of coaching you won't believe. 14 years of high school coaching. He's also coached at the college level, University of Cincinnati, Indiana University, the Hoosiers. And most importantly, he was a coach at West Point, the Army, the Academy. So he was there turning around that program. He also played college football at St. Joseph College, where he was an offensive lineman. This is a story with Fallbrook. In the last 19 seasons, they've been on 13 seasons of losing records. And Fallbrook, like you said earlier, they were a powerhouse, and that's the word were. But here he is. He's trying to turn around this season. And so far, he's done a pretty good job. In the COVID season of 2021, or the spring season, they went 2-3. And that's where they find themselves right now with the 2-3 record as they head into this game with the Wildcats.
Fallbrook has won the toss out there, and that toss was, it's great to see a teammate of mine, class of 1982, Vice Principal Mr. Greg Smith.
What was he doing out there, I wonder?
He was the official coin tosser for today, so it's great to see Greg Smith. For all our peers that remember him, that's
looking good out there. Still Greg Smith. If you look at Greg Smith now, it's like looking at Greg Smith when he was a junior sophomore.
Good old number 88. He was our wide receiver on the Brawley Wildcats team. So it's good to see that. So Ron, let's turn our attention over to the Brawley Wildcats.
Go ahead.
Division 3, Ron. Now the last 3 games. Now it looks like they're fixing some stuff. They're doing some good things. In my opinion, Ron, they have very good momentum. Right now, of course, the number 1 team which they played is Mater Dei, and then they have Santa Fe at number 2, Mount Carmel, according to Max Preps, is number 3. Brawley is ranked number 9 with Imperial number 10. So everybody's starting to find their places in a Division 3, where they only take 12. Both Brawley and Imperial have to keep carrying that momentum going. What's interesting about the Division 5, the Division 5 with Fallbrook in it, you have Hopeville at number 4, right below Fallbrook, and then you have Calexico at number 6, Mount Empire at number 5, and at 13 you have Calapat. So Calapat, 1 seat away from making the playoffs, in that division. But Brawley, is Brawley going to keep that momentum going? Is John Self going to be that aggressive? Are we going to see that same attitude we've seen in the last couple of weeks?
Well, this is the time of the season right now. This is the last non-conference, preseason or non-conference football game for just about everyone in the San Diego section. And it was interesting that you were mentioning all the seedings. Last week, Fallbrook lost to Ramona, who's in their league. It was their first league game last week. They lost to Ramona 28-21. The reason I'm bringing up Ramona is because Ramona's ranked number 4 in D3. So right now, you're asking how Brawley is? Well, right now, this is going to be a measurement. Right now, it's going to be a measurement of where Brawley's going to measure up in the Division 3 rankings. I have him down as number 3. I'm pretty sure I read that, or number 4, Ramona. However, so that's the deal that Brawley's working on. Like I said, Fallbrook has played not too tough of a schedule. Their toughest teams were University City and Santa Fe Christian, who Santa Fe Christian is a beast. Santa Fe Christian, they keep popping up on all these films I've been watching. Why? Because Santa Fe Christian beat Valley Center.
Yes.
Valley Center turned around and beat Brawley, you know.
Yeah.
And Valley Center is in the league of Fallbrook. So they have that common opponent, which Fallbrook has not played Valley Center. Brawley has, and that was a team, man, you know, I think everybody's going to keep pointing back to that Valley Center game because there was so much expected of Brawley that week that didn't happen. And whatever the reasons were, injuries, however, Brawley came out 0-2, and they've gone on a three-game winning streak. Now, is this going to be the fourth game on the win streak? Yeah. Self-hope so, because right now, that's the momentum that Brawley's building up. We talked about it's kind of like a roller coaster. When you're going uphill, man. And now you're going into league, and it's just hey, before you blink your eyes, well, there's only 4 more games.
Here we go.
A lot of moving parts. Here's Josh Boom Boom McBroom. They call him, kicked it off 2. Brandon Porter's number 4 at the 5. At the 10, looking for some room to run. Nothing there. He's going to fall forward, maybe to the 19-yard line. So Brawley will set up camp at their 19-yard line. And let's see what they do. And, all this talk about rankings and where teams are at, hey, that's on paper, man. We're on the field now. Let's see what everybody has.
It's hard to tell these days now. This COVID year really threw me off.
That's Washington again, I believe. No, there he goes outside the corner. And he's going to be gone. He is gone. Marquise Washington. You can't fool around with Washington's speed. He's a quick back out of the backfield. And I had told Will Torres earlier that Fallbrook, they'd come to play.
Get to that line of scrimmage as quick as possible, Ron.
Young, they're going to try Young. No, it's that option. And Gutierrez pulls. Gutierrez to the 50. And he's going to find his way inside Fallbrook territory, knocked out by number 33. That's Hudson Nash. So not after Gutierrez, where that pull fake, that run pass option. We're not even say run pass.
Yeah.
It was just the option, man. I thought Young had it. Pulled by Gutierrez. Gutierrez now finds them, puts the Wildcats in Fallbrook territory.
Well, since Gutierrez has been a freshman starting about the 3rd game in Hill Ridge up there in Yuma, he is so deceptive.
He's good at that.
Good at that.
He's been running it since he was down at the Pop Warner level, AYF level. And I'll tell you something about how they got Everhart after this play. Here we go. Middle of the field. Is it to Young? No, he pulls, and Gutierrez is gone, folks. 20-10, cash it in, touchdown Wildcats.
Yeah, I cannot be more impressed. Gutierrez Ethan needed this. Not only did he need it, he wanted it. He felt, in last week's game, he was put in positions where he had short field. I'm not going to say he's that type of guy that wants to see a lot of numbers behind his name, but look, that's the leader of the team, whether you like it or not. Between him and Isaiah Young, them 2 leaders right there on the ground or through the air, those are the guys that got to make it happen along with that front 5 up there.
3rd down and 9. And here's that little counter play, and Brawley does not buy it at all. And that's going to be a loss. They're going to put them in punting situation now from their 35. So Brawley, with a good defensive stand, doubles to the right for Gutierrez. Gives to Tanner Carranza. Carranza's gone. Gone. Touchdown for Carranza. Good to see number 42 find the end zone with 1.1 seconds remaining. Quick hitter. The hole's there. Wildcats now up 13-7. 2nd down and 10 for Gutierrez and the Wildcats. Trips to the right, as Will said. High snap. Gutierrez rolling right. He's being chased, and he's going to be brought down. Great play by number 44. That is number 44. That is Thomas McShahey. McShahey coming down, running downhill. So I think the timeout, Will, was a mix-up on the formation. So you get a timeout called. Look where the Wildcats are at now, man.
But, Ron, to me, that almost looked like a screenplay. It was going to come back the other way because there was just so many white jerseys in the backfield chasing
another thing, too, the high snap did not help at all.
That's true. It kind of ruins that timing a little bit.
Timing is out the window once you get that high snap. Under center, McBroom again gives 220s. Nice run by number 15. Will he make it? He's at the 50. Knocked out of bounds by hustling Tweety Corrales, Gilbert Corrales he goes by. His real legal name is Gilbert, nickname Tweety. Knocked out at the, let's say, 47-yard line. Good run by number 15. That was Deegan Cirilli.
That combination is working pretty good against this Wildcat defense.
Well, if you're Fallbrook, you want to keep the ball out of Gutierrez's hand in the Wildcats. And a stop by number 74, Adiaga. So Adiaga was able to dislodge the handoff. Nice play by Adiaga.
That looks like Alon, number 72, coming up on that. Is that who is that? Is that your boy? That is Alon Carrillo, number 72, coming up with the fumble. So now ending a drive, and that's what hurt Fallbrook last week was the turnovers, but great penetration by Tony Adiaga. As you can see, he's back on the offensive line. Adiaga with the strip, Carrillo with the recovery, Wildcats with the ball at the 35, 34-yard line. Is it 2-down territory to get this first down, 4 down? Do you go 2 plays for it? They're going to empty the backfield with Young. Gutierrez look, and he's open. Knocked down by number 20. Great play by Trenton Pack. Trenton Pack with the knockdown. Good defensive back play there. Wildcats now forced to punt. Looks like he'll be a tight end, I believe, or no H-back, or I'm sorry, wing. They gave us to Young. Young trying the left side. Young, did he fumble? He did, because they're stopping the clock on that. Let's see who they give possession to.
And it looks like the Fallbrook Warriors have recovered, and that's the break they needed. Now with 2:39 remaining, and you were in danger of getting behind by 2 scores. Now you have a chance to get out of the half. You do want to score, but hey, you'll take 14-7 instead of 21-7 big time.
And the thing is, Ron, when Brawley used those 2 timeouts to fix that, what they had going on the offense the previous series, they could have used those 2 timeouts with 2:39 to go right now, but with now 1, they won't be able to stop it.
2nd down and 5 for the Warriors. McBroom drops back. McBroom is being chased, and he's going to be brought down. Brought down by number 74, Tony Adiaga. Adiaga on the last possession came in, got the strip. Now he gets the sack. 3rd down and 11. They're probably going to let this play just run out, Will. Time run out. Let's go into halftime, 14-7. It could be a larger deficit, but it's not. And do they have to run a play?
No, they don't. They don't have to run that play, not at all.
And it looks like they're going to follow your advice, and they're going to walk off the field at halftime. So Wildcats, we find the Brawley Wildcats 14, Fallbrook Warriors 7. Single back is Carranza. They give us to Carranza. Carranza off the left side. Carranza to the 50. He's going to bull his way to the 45, fights his way forward. Falls forward to the 44. So here we go.
We were talking about that, how they went back to it. You give Carranza the ball, spread him out.
Let him go.
Let him go. See what he's got. I mean, it's good to see Carranza run in between the tackles like that. And, I'll tell you what he is doing. He's got both hands wrapped around that ball.
Well, I'm looking down at the sidelines. I see a little bit of tape with something wrapped up on Isaiah Young's lower leg, left leg. Hopefully it doesn't mean anything. I bet you anything Isaiah Young is chomping at the bit to get that ball, man. You're a running back and you see your partner getting yards, man. You know you want to get some yourself. This time is the fake. It's a fumble, and it's recovered by number 44, Mendenhall again. Mendenhall.
That's Thomas McShay.
McShay.
And that was just, not only did he cause the fumble, he also recovered it. And he came straight out of the middle on there. Now the Wildcats shooting themselves in the foot once before the first half ended, and right now, midway through the 3rd quarter with 4:47 to go in the 3rd.
All throughout the game against Ramona. Washington, McBroom looking, quarterback draw, and he's going to score. What a setup. Like I tell you, Everhart, man, he has something about him. There's just something about him. Good play call. 1:33 remaining. 4th and 10, you're going to run a quarterback draw?
And that was a design quarterback draw.
Oh, for sure it was. Yeah. It was not a scramble. That was a design play. Good call. 1st and 10. They're still in their territory. They give us to Washington. And Tony Adiaga, I'm not sure if they're stunning Adiaga, but he's finding a crack in that defensive line. It's going to be a loss of a good, I'm going to say 6 yards. 2nd down and 16. They tried Washington to the right. They kind of got away from the Washington outside sweep. Why? Because the Wildcats have shut that down.
Now, was he looking the other way and didn't see McBroom?
I don't know. And here we go. Great play. Great defensive play on, who's that? On Carranza. And that's going to be number 88. That's 88, Caleb Collins. Collins having a good defensive play. Hey, they lose 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 12. Brawley's at their 20-yard line, 7:40 remaining. Trips to the left. Gutierrez is looking. Brawley's in throwing for, and he's going to be brought down by number 33. Nice play by Hudson Nash.
Hudson Nash coming in there with aggression and with some speed. So I know that league it can't stay as a tie.
Well,
but
for sure, league you can't. And the give is again, and now it's shut down by who? Alan Carrillo. So 2 big plays in a row and 1 negative play. Brought down by Alan Carrillo. I'm not sure who the running back is. Let's see who it was. I want to see who that pile was. It might have been Bosch. Bosch had a good run right now, followed by Leon. Now Bosch was bottled up. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. No, 2nd down and 11. 2:26 and counting. For Fallbrook, they need that ball back. For Brawley, they need a 1st down. They move out Isaiah Young. He's looking. That's Gutierrez. Time. Brought down by Caleb. Nice play. Collins has been all over the place. Caleb Collins, 6'3", 220. Usually, Gutierrez can't escape that, but the long arms of Collins brings him down. 4th down, 108 remaining, and I think they're just going to let it run out. 104, 103. Fallbrook has 1 timeout remaining. He's going to have help on top by the safety. That's Torres. McBroom looking. McBroom, he's going to pass the line of scrimmage, and that's not going to be past the line of scrimmage. Time will run out, so here we go, overtime. So that flag indicates he crossed the line of scrimmage, or what was that? Illegal man downfield?
No, he crossed the line of scrimmage on that, but that will be the end of the ball game since that was created.
So is it overtime or OT? Well, you just said it's going to be overtime.
It's going to be, this game will be played in overtime. They will go and meet at the middle of the field, and they will flip. And the winning team with the flip, the coin toss, will pick either what side they want to defend or they want to go on offense or on defense first.
Here we go. McBroom under center. McBroom the give. And nothing doing. Guess who?
Oh, the
Tony
man.
Arriaga.
Arriaga
that's his 4th play. That's got to be his 3rd tackle for loss.
He has made a presence tonight.
Yeah, that is going to shut it down. So with 3 plays under their belt, 1-yard gain so far. So from the 25 to the 20, 24 and a half. No time on the clock. It's just going to be possession by possession. If the Wildcats get the ball and the Wildcats score, it's a done deal. It's over. Josh McBroom with the kick. You have to have a good snap. It's there. The kick gets up, and it's going to be short. Short by 3 yards or 4 yards. It had the proper direction, just a little bit short. Not enough leg in that. So the Wildcats are going to take over, and let's see what the Wildcats can do. Bunt set to the right. He throws. That's Camilo to the 20.
Outside.
Camilo to the 10, to the 5. He's going to go all the way inside the 5. Perfect play for the Wildcats.
That was a beautiful, gutsy play, Ron. Oh, look, ball. It's a 1st down. Ball being placed on the 5-yard run. That was a good-looking play.
All the way to the 5-yard line, a gain of maybe, let's say, 22 yards. Camilo did what he had to do after the catch. That's the important part of that kind of pass play, is what you do after you catch it. Daniel Camilo showed you what you should do. Good run all the way up to the 5. So the Wildcats now sitting pretty at the 5-yard line, 1st and goal from the 5. This is a chip shot. If it turns into a field goal, believe me, the Wildcats want to punch this in.
Yeah,
here we go. Young in the backfield. Is it going to be read option? And it's Young. Touchdown. Game over. Wildcats 20. Fallbrook Warriors 0.
Ron, I'm actually impressed with the Fallbrook Warriors.
Oh, very.
Yes, very impressed. This was not a pushover. And look, by no means did the Wildcats play down to them. That's a tough Fallbrook team. That's just a tough Fallbrook team. So, Coach Self just happy,
to survive this game.
Yeah, there's no way that he could have, especially Fallbrook being Division 5, would have meant to the standings, But I think both the offense and defense, and you know what, to be honest with you, man, I'm going to have to, give credit to Carranza and the way he pinned the Warriors back with his punting abilities. So
that was key. You know, that was very
Yes,
key for the
very
Wildcats.
good.
You know, and that's a good weapon the Wildcats have in Carranza's leg. So Wildcats, you know, they win. You want to call it, they survive. You win a football game by 1 point, you win by 100. A win is a win. Congratulations to the Wildcats. Fallbrook,
we're going to see them.
you can't hang your head low, man.
No.
They're just plays away of clearing up mistakes, just like the fielding a punt, you know, things
Yeah.
like that. Hey, that penalty, I'm not saying it was a turning point, but a
Yeah.
lot of things, it was just one play after another. Good football game by both teams.
Oh, no.
Overtime, first one of the season, first one I've seen in many years. Wildcats come away.
So from Will Torres, the guy that can break down any football team and that I know of, he can dissect it. Ron Rubio, Joaquin Matus, Sarah, Jalen Fong up in Claremont, reporting from us, taking care of Calipat down there. Good night. Drive safe. Thank you very
Take care.
much.